What's the mattress truck? What was that all about?
So we had a class, me and Josh did, Des was in it. Tom Polo is his professor's name. Pretty much just a class about being a modern communicator and stuff in terms of that nature. And he had a story for us. I don't know if he really wants us to share it or not, but something happened and he ended up a near life or death situation. He looked up and his advertisement, his face was on a mattress truck that almost kind of a big situation. And he said, find your mattress truck because that's something like opened his eyes, woke him up to like there's bigger things in life.
Desmond, what's it like being out there? How are you gelling with the new teammates? Coach Musk talked about how you changed the complexion of the team. Makes sense. It's one of the only point guards on the roster. So, what are your observations and thoughts on playing?
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. I think I'm gelling with the guys, really well. I mean, although I wasn't really, with them the whole summer, but I was still in the gym. My presence was still there, and they helped me out, through the long run, even with like, certain offenses, defenses, because I could only see so much, but the way I work is like when I start doing it, that's when it really, clicks for me. So, the guy just kept encouraging me to stay positive through the journey. When I was out with my elbows, and but I think I'm gelling with the guys really well, and I'm glad to be back, and it definitely changes the dynamics.
What was so appealing to you about USC? We haven't had a chance to talk to you yet. Why'd you end up coming here? You had a lot of options.
Just the plan that Coach must have for me, and the opportunities of being out here in general, with resources and just everything that comes with this program, and then my teammates that I seen coming here, I wanted to play with them, and but mainly just the plan, and me and Musk's plans were mutual, so that's what really me playing point, and then just goals, in the long run.
Can you elaborate on the plan and the goals a little bit, if you wouldn't mind?
Yeah, well, with me, time, if I don't make it, to the league next year, then I'm gonna stay. But the goals was, to obviously make it to the league next year, but to play point, that was a big thing for me. When I was talking to other schools, when I entered the portal, for me to play point, the offense, and just all the things around that nature. So, coming on a visit here, and this was only my visit too. I didn't go on no other visit. So yeah, once I visited, and it happened, I was like, I felt comfortable, and it felt like this is where I wanted to be and where I should be.
And I don't know how many conversations you've had with NBA scouts, but what do they want to see you improve at to get to that next level? Because I know you had a huge year last season, most improved in the Big East, big honor. When you talk to people at the next level, what do they say?
Just consistency at the three, and then just continue to do what I normally do. Play, make, have a high IQ, play defense. And one thing I like about this team as well is that we're all versatile. We could play multiple positions, we could guard multiple positions. So, and in today's game in NBA, that being versatile is a big key.
You've been kind of a combo guard, that type of role in the past, and for what you described as far as the plan to play point, like, was that kind of a determination you made for yourself going into the portal, or just a realization you had that, like, this was going to be the role you wanted to have, or just embody, moving into the NBA or what have you?
This is the role that I always wanted to have. Coming out of high school, I was playing point, so I don't mind being versatile, but it was just the situation at hand, and so that's pretty much it. But it was always a role that I wanted to play, and now I have the opportunity to really do it.
Talking about versatility, how has the team handled, like, very good for you, how has your team handled not having like a true center?
Well, I do play the center position, so I don't know. You guys want to answer that?
No, the way this team's built, I mean, we've got three big guys who can play center. I mean, it doesn't matter how tall we are, or we're not 7-footers, but we can get the job done down there, and that's what he has faith in us to do that. So,
Harrison, have you had a chance to kind of reflect, on the last guy here from the past? How has that affected you, and how have you approached this season?
obviously when Andy left right before I went home to Australia at the start of the summer in May, June, so I had some time to reflect with my family and just talk about it. Leaving was never a question. I mean, I'm 6 classes from graduating here and I love the school. Doesn't matter who the coach is. And then met with Coach Muss pretty much right before I left, and then kind of went home and said, this is where I want to be. It's been positive. It's been a good change. One's not better than the other. They're both different coaches, and that's how it is.
For Josh, is it nice to be in LA? I know you were going to go to Arkansas. Just thoughts on the change of scenery and why you ultimately decided to follow Coach Muscle?
Yeah, I was going to play for Muss regardless, wherever he was going to. I was the first guy to commit to him, but we had Harry too on the team, so it was pretty fun to watch everybody commit. And out in LA, there's a lot more opportunity, and just like kind of being out here for a summer, I kind of realized that playing against like NBA guys and pickup, and it's been a really cool environment all summer, and it's been like nothing I've ever been a part of.
Desmond talked about his plan when being recruited by Muscle. What was his plan for you?
I mean, his plan was like, you know, I'm an experienced big. I've played every type of big. I've played in every type of conference. I'm a vet, so he just wanted like really high character guys and guys that could come in and be a part of a system and not really care like what he asked. You just go out there and do it, and that's kind of me. Like throughout my whole career, I've done every different type of pick and roll coverage. I've done everything. So he kind of knew that and knew I could kind of figure out his system. And it's worked out really well. I've learned a lot of new things from him. I didn't realize how much he had. I might as well just came in as a freshman like everybody else. But yeah, he just wanted like experienced guys and guys that can play around each other.
What made you, you know, just so committed to playing with him and sticking with that, you know, just when you were entering the portal?
I think like I got recruited by I was in the mix for a couple of different schools, and he really stood out because he told me not what I wanted to hear, you know, what I needed to hear, you know, that I needed to pick up my foot speed, I needed to pick up my verticality, I needed to do a lot of different things, and he told me that on the visit, and he said I wanted to play at the next level, I'm going to have to do those things. So he said he was going to challenge me to do that, and he's done it so far. He's kept his word, and I've kept my word by working at it. So it's been a pretty cool summer to see like the transition of like all the guys and stuff like that. So yeah, he just basically promised me that he was going to be tough on me.
You mentioned you've played against all different types of bigs, and there's going to be all different types of bigs in the Big Ten, and 7-foot dudes and this and that, and obviously this team's going to play small and space the floor. But for you personally, how are you prepared at that center spot, however it looks like, to have those matchups and have those battles and go against guys who might be bigger than you or what have you?
Yeah, I win my battles by physicality. I don't really like guys could be bigger than me, smaller than me, faster than me. I play physical. That's what I've done kind of my whole career. Like I play all inside. I've scored 1,600 points inside. So it's just like kind of like it's pretty innate. It's not really. I'm not picking and popping. I'm not doing all these different things. I kind of like I get in the post. I do my thing, and I set a bunch of ball screens and roll.
For any of you guys, is the bond on this team different than teams you've been on in the past? It just seems like everyone's so new, but it's really close.
100%. I played on a bunch of teams. I have literal brothers from my other schools. Like, at St. France, I played for 4 years, and we still keep in contact. I'm going to hang out with a couple of them next week. But this team is so like committed to a common goal, and that's something that I haven't really been a part of. And it's really cool to see. Like we've had guys get hurt, and guys that were hurt and come back in and buy in. So it's been really cool to see. And throughout the season, guys are going to get, like, it happens. Guys are going to be out for whatever reason. There's ways you got to find out ways to win. So this is preparing us for everything. So
Harry, Buzo was just talking about, I think how you loaned him a pair of shoes, like right when he came out here, something like that, and a bunch of other. The guys before were just talking about little things that you would do to kind of welcome. And obviously, it's a little bit of a weird position, like being a senior and like welcoming upperclassmen into the program. It's not like the senior freshman thing, but how have you tried to do that for those guys and be there?
I mean, I think it started. I think I was back home in Australia, and I think Josh called me randomly. I've never spoken to him before, asking for shoes as well. I think Buzo just took them. I mean, I was the only one with a name.
Brought one back.
So yeah, whatever the guys needed. I mean, it's obviously scary. You move into LA. I moved to Southern California when I was 15 by myself, and I was rattled. I couldn't imagine coming from UMass or Cincinnati. Like LA's a big jump, and I mean USC is not in the best area. Like there's some spots you kind of need to avoid, and then just anything I needed, I just said reach out, put everyone in a group chat and then just kind of linked us all together. I think the day I landed, we had a team meeting, and yeah, everyone got to meet each other. It was fun.
For you guys, not to talk about Harry like he's not here, but you know, just to have at least one guy who's been here and you know has clearly taken on that role of trying to take in guys and this and that. Like, what has he meant to the foundation just of this program with so many new faces and everyone trying to get on the same page?
I think it's a little bit beyond just him like showing us around. Oh, sorry, it was both of us. I thought he has both of us. So I think it's a little bit beyond. Everyone's talking about Harry just being like the great guy and like whatever, but he's been great all summer playing wise too. Like he's shown that he's been able to play the 4 and the 5, been very versatile, and like I think he's seen it too, that it's like his first real chance to be like a part of the team and really contribute for us. So I wouldn't just say Harry's loan and shoes. I think he's going to help us a lot this year more than that.
Yeah, I would say, you know, Harry was definitely a big part of everybody getting comfortable. I mean, I was in a situation last year where I was the only returner, and we had like 14 new guys. So I know the pressure that it has on him to, you know, to be a leader, you know, more vocal, and even him having to do a lot of extra things just, you know, just for us. So, you know, he's taken on that challenge. You know, he's helped a lot, and you know, we all appreciate him. And you know, he's funny too. He's fun. Yeah,
Sorry,
I love playing with him too.
keep pushing the mic back and forth, but Harry, do you agree with that? That you know, you feel like this is maybe not like your first chance to be part of the team, but like you feel like you can kind of take a leap in your game this year. Do you get that sense?
Yeah, the goal is definitely take a leap. I'm not just here to be here. I'm here to play. Like, I mean, that was a big reason I came back here too. I mean, I'm on scholarship. Been here for 4 years. I've had really good games. I've had really bad games. I've had mediocre games. Like, I've been playing at USC, and I really take pride in that. And pretty much just showing these guys like what USC means to you. Like, they'll see in August when everyone comes back, the school spirit starts. Hopefully, Mars has that place jumping, and they'll understand this high major basketball and we're ready for the Big Ten.
How much of USC playing in the Big Ten played a role in your decision to join this program?
I'd say it meant a lot. But it was really more of just the coach and, you know, when I came on a visit, you know, like I said earlier, you know, just the plan that, you know, we had. And, you know, he's a, you know, winning coach. You know, he's been to the Elite Eight, he's been, you know, to March Madness a lot. And, you know, that's another, you know, common goal I believe that, you know, we all have and that we're all, you know, starting to work towards now. So, but yeah, being in the Big Ten, you know, I definitely wanted to go to another tough conference. So yeah, it definitely played, you know, a big part in my decision going here.
There's some out there who have got you as low as the 15th best team in the conference.
Yeah.
Is that bulletin board material for you guys?
No one even.
I mean,
We didn't have
it's,
a team 8 weeks ago.
yeah, I mean, it's, you know, everybody has their own opinion, you know, right now. But, you know, nobody knows what's going to happen at the end of the season. You know, they say we could be 15. Now we could be the number 2 best team in the conference. You know, we could win our conference tournament. Like, we just don't know. You know, obviously the goal is to win. But, you know, we just use that as, you know, extra energy to, you know, just keep pushing, keep motivating. Now we know we got to work every day because, you know, there's people doubting us that we're not even going to be that good. So, yeah, Josh.
Yeah, I mean, I last year at UMass we were I think ranked 15th in the conference, and we ended up finishing 4th. Like preseason rankings are just for the fans and for everybody to get all like excited, and some teams hang banners early on, but we're not going to do that. We're going to be pretty even keel and not really care what other people think of us.
Desmond, Eric was just talking about, you know, the progression for you as a shooter. You know, obviously didn't have the best percentages last year, but at least in practice, you know, the shot looks pretty good. What's kind of the progression for you? The importance do you feel like to kind of get that is really part of your game to get to the next level?
You know, I would just say, you know, reps, you know, shooting threes, getting more confident. Now that I had surgery, you know, it doesn't hurt to shoot. You know, pretty much all of last year, a lot of people didn't know that. So they just was like, oh, he can't shoot, you know, da-da-da, but they didn't really understand that I was having pain when I was shooting. But, you know, I had to take those shots. So, you know, just getting reps up, getting a lot of shots in game situations, you know, making sure my form is right, and, you know, but that's, you know, that's the progression, you know, just getting up reps and being more comfortable, taking, you know, contested shots, open shots, you know, deep shots, just all scenarios of three.
So you had surgery on your forearms?
Both, no, it was both elbows.
Oh, your elbows.
Yeah,
that's right.
Scope. I had them scoped. So I went in there. It was loose debris and other stuff that they had to clean out and take out. And so yes, shout out to here, for rehab and I got back, not quick but right on time. So gladly, the surgery went well, and now it's just like I said earlier, just getting up reps, being consistent. So
What was going on last year? Has this kind of persisted for a while in terms of just the pain in your elbows when you would shoot? What was kind of going on with that just made it tough?
Yeah, just just the motion of shooting every time I go, we just have a sharp pain, and both I was sometimes dribbling. So yeah, so I had to do a lot last year to try to calm that down before even going out to games. So it was it is what it is. Just what I was dealt with, but I'm glad I got it taken care of now, and I'm feeling better. So I just got to get back to work.
How'd you get the most improved award dealing with that? I'm proud of yourself, Ari. I mean,
it was, just the offense last year, and being experienced. I was probably the only player on my team last year that played in the Big East or Power 5 conference, I believe. So just me having the rest my freshman year, I probably averaged like 20 minutes a game. So having that carry over and then take that leap that summer going into sophomore year, I would say that really helped me get to the next level. And then, just being comfortable and confident, that's a big thing that's sometimes could be, pushed to the side, but, it's a big part of the game. So.
Any more questions? All right, thanks guys.